Following contest is a hardcore match. And the
I'm Michael Cole, this is JB Allen. We welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's going to get its face rocked tonight, and I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
What in the world happened to Jeff Hardy to make him turn out the way he did?
I don't think anything happened to him. Jeff's just one of those people who marches to the beat of a different drummer.
This is stupid. Why is he risking everything by going up there? Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. Oh my God, what a chair shot!
Yeah, and that doesn't tickle, believe me. Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of my good old days as the hardcore champion.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them.
Orton's never backed down from a fight. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he's always ready for it.
Are we talking about the same Randy Orton? It seems like the only time he's willing to fight is when he gets to hit somebody from behind.
No superstar.
I don't think that chair is going to be good for much after this match.
Well, it's good for what he's using it for, and that's all that matters.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
That's the way to do it. Grab a weapon from under the ring and start swinging. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself. Oh!
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
Give it a rest. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can't. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me.
This could be big, but it could backfire.
Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, but that kind of thing's not going to win you the match. There's the reversal. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest. I think someone's looking for a weapon. You feel like a jerk, and that's why foreign objects are a superstar's best friend.
Well, I guess that depends on which end of the object you're on.
Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I'm glad you're enjoying this. I can't say I am. He was one step ahead on that one.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries.
He's swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer.
He's all about bringing the hammer down, and that proves it.
What a cowardly move. He can't win.
This could be 3 right here.
1, 2.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's really good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
Sometimes it seems like there's no risk too great for Jeff Hardy to take.
That's because he's got more brains than sense.
I doubt that. If he didn't know what he was doing, he'd never have lasted as long as he has in this business.
So much can go wrong from that. You're not going to last long if you keep getting hit by that.
You sure aren't. I don't care how tough you are. A lot of people think that Randy Orton's just an overhyped pretty boy, but
I can't believe he just did that. It's so dirty.
Well, it's like we used to say back in the day, rules are like bones. They're made to be broken.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
Yeah, the WWE fans aren't known for keeping their opinions to themselves. I think he's gonna fly.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise. Wow, what a shot. That sledgehammer will mess you up, but good.
And I can't imagine how anyone could come back from something like that.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left. I saw some pretty dangerous stuff under that ring earlier.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Wow, did you see that? He's been busted wide open.
After that last shot, I'm not surprised. I hope the referee doesn't let this go on too much longer.
What are you, nuts? The match is getting good now. These superstars have been giving it everything they've got.
Oh no, he's looking for a weapon. This could cause a serious injury.
We're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight.
I'm all for freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not.
These superstars have proven time and again top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
No matter where he goes.
Here's your winner, Jeff Hardy. following contest is a Hell in the... And the opponent, from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 3... And the opponent, from Washington, D.C., weighing 317... And the opponent, from India, weighing in at 420... And the opponent, from NASCAR.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar. It's cheeseheads as far as the eye can see.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started. The adrenaline is... Why do they keep so many dangerous weapons under the ring? Those things can cause serious injuries. He anticipated that move perfectly. Nice reversal.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
And there's the counter.
He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure you can spare it? This is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
I'll never understand why Mark Henry resorts to such...
No, it can't be. Not from the top of the cell. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going.
And neither does his opponent. Choke slam from hell! You talk about raw power. You talk about intensity. Have you ever seen a superstar like Batista?
He's impressive, no question. but it's not like he's the biggest or the baddest guy to set foot in a WWE ring.
Well, you got to be pretty big and pretty bad to wear championship gold, and that's what Batista's done time after time.
Hey, anybody can have a few good nights. I think Batista's overrated, and I think we're going to see that here tonight.
If I was a gambling man, I'd take that bet.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Great reversal.
I hate to admit it, but when I look at superstars like the Great Khali,
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
you can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar make the kind of impact that Umaga has ever since coming to the WWE.
He's made some waves, that's for sure. And when you're that big, it's hard not to.
6'4" and 350 pounds. He truly lives up to his nickname.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
Seeing Snitsky in action sends a chill all the way up my spine.
The guy's like a monster movie brought to life. Someone better round up some villagers with torches.
Oh no, here comes that giant chop of his.
That's a move that'll knock you out cold, if you're lucky.
2.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fan.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Did
you see that? These superstars just destroyed that solid steel cell roof.
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Even if you did, you'd have to hear about puppies and government mules and scalded dogs. It's like a zoo over there.
Oh my! I think someone's just been busted open.
Look at all that blood. These fans are getting their money's worth tonight.
I think these fans came here to see superstars compete in a match, not beat each other to a...
His opponent might not have enough left to kick out.
3.
Here's your winner, the Great Khali.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole and JBL here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I like it. Keep it up.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstar. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Here's the moment he's been waiting for. He's in the match.
I'm a SmackDown man through and through, but I got a lot of respect for Tommy Dreamer.
How could you not? He's the very heart and soul of ECW.
You're talking about his opponent might not have enough left to kick out. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
The Undertaker's got an impressive history. I think he's gonna fly. Here he comes. I hope he's ready for this.
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
He dodged that bullet.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness.
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
He made his opponent look like a chump with that counter.
Great reversal. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans
Look at the intensity. He's ready to start busting some heads.
There's the cover. Can he do it? 3.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. He's got him covered.
That's the way to do it. Nothing like...
And we've got another superstar entering the match.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
This is stupid. Why is he risking everything by going up there? There's the reversal. Watch it. He reversed it. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matches. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out. Looks like someone's moving up in the world. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner.
This could be 3 right here.
2. It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, and that's great for him. But this is a match, not a popularity contest.
I don't think Cena's got any problem being physical either. There aren't many superstars. Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Treader's, I don't know. He's putting a lot on the line going up there.
So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle. He may get the 3 count right here.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in
He can taunt all he wants, but once he's lost the match, he's gonna wish he spent this time going after his opponent.
I think you're wrong about that. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
Man, what a match.
And there's the pin.
2, 3.
Bobby Lashley's a big guy, but he's got to be careful not to depend too much on his size and strength.
You're kidding, right? It seems to me like those are Lashley's 2 biggest advantages. They've certainly served him well so far in his career.
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
You know, I like Booker a lot better.
He's looking for a big move here.
And they don't get much bigger than this. Dominator. He wasted no time going for that
2,
pin.
3.
Rey Mysterio is so fast, so agile, and so talented, and he's proven that he's championship material.
Sure, he was a champ for what? A couple of weeks? Of course, it wasn't anything compared to my legendary reign.
It was longer than that. And
He's got his opponent trapped in the turnbuckle, and here come the knuckle sandwiches.
And from the looks of things, they taste even worse than they look. Look at this. He's pummeling his opponent in the turnbuckle with those closed fist shots.
And in a situation like that, you can't even defend yourself. You just got to try and gut it out. I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
Tommy Dream.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Wow, great reversal. Half of The Undertaker's style is about getting inside his opponent's head. If you can keep your cool in the ring, he could get the pin right here. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. He's going for the pin.
2.
Check this out. This is going to be huge.
Wow, what a dominator that was.
He's going for the cover.
2, 3.
I don't think there's a superstar.
Here's your winner, Bobby Lashley.
You think you know me?
My name is Finley, and I love to fight.
And the opponent,
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole and JBL here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I like it. Keep it up.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
He's going for it. This could be over right here.
He saw that one coming. I think he could be going home with the Money in the Bank briefcase right here.
The Sandman is without a doubt one of the most admired superstars in ECW.
And that's just one of the many reasons ECW will always and forever stand for extremely crappy wrestling.
I think there are a lot of ECW fans who take issue with that.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
You feel like a jerk when someone counters.
There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt.
Man, this crowd is really swelling.
Oh my God, what a sickening impact from that sledgehammer.
No kidding. That thing's meant to crush stone. Imagine what it'll do to a human being. He's looking for his finisher.
He got it. Execution.
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
He slipped out of that one.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Without a doubt, Ken Kennedy is one of the most outspoken superstars on the SmackDown roster.
You make it sound like Kennedy's all talk and no action. He doesn't seem to have much trouble putting his money where his mouth is.
Maybe not, but it's only a matter of time before Kennedy's mouth gets him into some trouble he can't get himself out of.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it...
That briefcase is so close, all he's got to do is reach out and grab it. These superstars, look at this.
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, I got some bad. He's going up, and what goes up must come down. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut.
What a counter that was.
Whoever loses this fight's going to have a long fall in their immediate future. Edge is so quick and so deadly, you can't take your eyes off of him for a second.
And that's doubly true if you're the referee. I don't think Edge has ever met a rule he wouldn't break.
No shame in that. If you don't get caught, it's not cheating.
Nice reversal. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you can be cruiserweight.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon. These superstars are beating the hell out of each other 15 feet in the air. Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, don't get hot. He's just having a little fun here.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars.
Looks like he's planning on using that security barricade for something more than crowd control.
He sure is. Chest first, right into the top of the barricade.
I tell you what, there's not enough room for both of them up there.
What a reversal.
There's the reversal. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience. This is a big risk. Will it pay off?
Finley's one of the toughest SOBs I've ever seen in this business, and I've shared the ring with plenty of them. Oh, cry me a river. You have to do whatever it takes to win around here if you... I love it. Talk about rubbing your opponent.
And this could be the Money in the Bank match right here.
Trading punches 15 feet in the air. I don't believe it. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. It makes me sick the way Sandman's always hitting people with that kendo stick. That's assault, you know.
Well, a lot of things that take place in this arena wouldn't be allowed outside of it.
Yeah, but the Sandman abuses this business just so he can indulge his psychopathic urges.
You've never been CM Punk's biggest fan, but I'm sure you can come up with one good thing to say about him.
Well, he calls himself Punk, and that's exactly what he is. So I'll give him credit for truth in advertising.
There are a lot of superstars in the back who'd like to shut Ken Kennedy's mouth once and for all.
There's a huge difference between wanting to do that and being able to pull it off. When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time. I've got to admit it, I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped. Why do they keep so many dangerous weapons under the ring? Those things can cause serious injuries. These competitors are going to trade blows until someone falls off the ladder. Neither one of these superstars wants to be the one to fall off the ladder. Oh my God, what a chair shot!
Yeah, and that doesn't tickle, believe me. I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy.
There is, instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but he is a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been. Both of these superstars are determined to stay on the ladder. This is not a fight that either superstar can afford to lose. When you think of how many years Finley has been in this business, it's amazing that he can still compete at the level he does.
No kidding. He's taken great care of himself. A real fit guy, that Finley.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just...
Looks like someone's making it clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here. Wow, look at him up there, trading shots back and forth.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out.
Neither one of these... Oh, look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight.
The ref's not going to stop the match. It's just a little blood. Be a man, would you? They are absolutely tearing each other apart up there. What in the world happened to Jeff Hardy to make him turn out the way he did?
I don't think anything happened to him. Jeff's just one of those people who marches to the beat of a different drummer.
There's not an ounce of quit in either one of these superstars, but someone is going down. This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Even if you did, you'd have to hear about puppies and government mules and scalded dogs. It's like a zoo over there. We've seen some pretty good back and forth here, but you don't see too many matches end that. I think someone's looking for a weapon. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I.
I have never seen two competitors more determined to beat the living hell out of each other. This one's going to keep going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the...
Only one of these superstars is going to hold on. Who's it going to be? If anyone else started their workday with a beer the way Sandman does, he'd be fired on the spot.
Well, what can I say, partner? That's ECW for you.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not... This is a pivotal moment. Whoever comes...
He's almost got it. This could be it. Man, this one's...
This is going to be big, one way or the other.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. What incredible intensity from these two superstars, trading blows high above the ring.
I can honestly say that I don't think I've ever seen a superstar as exciting and dynamic as CM Punk.
Come on. He's nothing but a tattooed moron with delusions of grandeur.
That might be your opinion, but I think the vast majority of these fans would disagree.
As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll keep going at it.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight. So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle.
Mr. Kennedy's got it all. He's got the look, he's great on the stick, and he knows how to get it done in the ring.
Yeah, and if you don't believe it, just ask him. He won't hesitate to tell you how great he is.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that? Kennedy's the total package, and he knows it.
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a...
I saw some pretty dangerous stuff under that ring earlier.
If he can win this struggle, he might just win the match. This capacity crowd is certainly getting...
This has got to be it. That briefcase is coming down right here.
There's no questioning Finley's toughness or that mean streak that runs straight through him. He can be downright sadistic to his opponents.
Yeah, Belfast. Pretty tough town, isn't it?
That's an understatement. Belfast makes parts of known look like Disneyland.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect? These are WWE superstars, the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough. There's no off season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
No, there isn't. They got to be here week in, week out, and they go until they can't go anymore.
And they do it all for the WWE fans. Without them, none of us would even be here.
Oh, man, I don't envy that referee. The last place I'd want to be is between these two superstars.
You can say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health.
These superstars are putting on a clinic.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
I'll never understand how Jeff Hardy can leave the house looking like that.
I don't know. I think the Jeff Hardy hairstyle is exactly what you might need to update your image a little.
You'd never catch me wearing my... If your opponent knocks you down from there, you might as well throw in the towel. It's a long fall for whoever loses this fight. Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of my good old days as the hardcore champion.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them.
The Sandman is an ECW original and one of the biggest stars of the brand.
Talk about being the biggest fish in the world's smallest pond.
Neither superstar is giving an inch, but only one of them can stay up there.
I know the internet loves CM Punk. The kid is overrated.
I don't know about that. It's hard to argue with tens of thousands of screaming WWE fans.
Who's arguing? I'm right, they're wrong. End of discussion. The ref's got a tough job trying to keep these superstars.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
Boy, Mr. Kennedy certainly has a high opinion of himself.
You say that like it's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your accomplishments.
I'm not saying that there is, but there's a time for talk and there's a time for action.
Do you hear him talking right now? Because I don't. It looks to me like he's taking your advice, not that he needed it.
This superstar is all fired up.
God, would you look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What are you talking about? This is great.
Finley has certainly established himself in very short order as one of the toughest superstars SmackDown has ever seen.
You're not kidding. I wonder if all English people are as tough as him.
English? He wears a shamrock. He carries a shillelagh to the ring and he's got a pet leprechaun. Does that sound like English to you?
Settle down. I'm shaking your chain.
He's bleeding all over the place. This one's getting ugly.
It isn't pretty, but it's effective. You make your opponent bleed and you've got a psychological edge over him.
Maybe so, but I'm more concerned about the risk to his physical well-being now that he's been busted open.
No matter where he goes, Jeff Hardy always enjoys enthusiastic fan support.
Of course he does. These people want to cheer someone who's as big of a loser as they are. He's going for it. Here it comes.
The Celtic Cross, that signature move that has meant the end of many a superstar.
Uh-oh, you know what this is.
I sure do, partner. The Celtic Cross, and that could be all she wrote.
Whether you like ECW or not, there's no question that the Sandman enjoys terrific support from this capacity crowd.
Of course he does. He's an illiterate, beer-swelling redneck, like most of these WWE fans.
Come on now. I know for a fact you're no stranger to knocking a few back every now and then either.
Yeah, but I'm also a successful businessman, a wrestling god, and the best color commentator in this business. The key to winning a match like this is to build momentum. You're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely.
My loyalty is to SmackDown, but I admit that I wish we could steal CM Punk to our roster.
Why? As far as I'm concerned, he's just a pretty boy. Oh, wait. I think I just answered my own question.
Come on, you're telling me that you don't recognize the athletic ability and potential of CM Punk?
All I'm saying is that CM Punk's been a big fish in a little pond for a...
The briefcase is only inches away.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is. What do you think the highlight of it has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little later in the match when you shut your yap for a few seconds and let me enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
So, have you got any predictions about who's going to win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
That briefcase is just a couple inches away. Mr. Kennedy's my kind of superstar. He'll tell you exactly what he thinks of you, and then he'll back it up in the ring.
He certainly isn't shy about sharing his opinions, that's for sure. But I, for one, could do without that enormous ego of his.
This match is so good, it's even worth having to sit next to you to watch it.
Thanks a lot. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what? You should partner up with Jerry Lawler. Then you could have the king and the queen on commentary.
Really funny. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
What a match. I've got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes two of us, partner. And I think that...
Come on, this is for the contract. Reach, reach. I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years. These superstars are looking for an opening here to try and gain. You got to be careful when you're going up there. Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle. You don't see action like this every day.
You sure don't, and we've got the best seats in the house.
We sure do, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
Man, this Finley is so tough, so aggressive, and so ruthless. I just love watching this guy work.
And you'd think that someone with all the tools that Finley has at his disposal wouldn't need to step outside the rules as often as he does. But we've seen time and time again, he'll do whatever it takes to win.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice. Almost got it, so close. Can you believe this match so far?
I really can't. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they are surprising the hell out of me here too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch.
There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
Somebody better stop him or this one's over.
If he grabs that briefcase, this match is over.
You can search the world over and you won't find another superstar like
Here's your winner, CM Punk.